Hi everybody, welcome to due date 11. This is our last due date in the first module, so you're going to be submitting your annotated bibliographies in this due date, yay! And on we go to module 2 starting next week. I wanted to say before I get started that I've really enjoyed conferencing with all of you this week, getting to learn a little bit more about you and your writing and just who you are and what you bring to class. We have so many diverse students in this group, and you guys have just been a joy to get to know. So again, don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have questions or need anything. I'm here to help. So let's talk about what we're doing for this last due date. The first is an editing assignment, so different from revising in terms of, if we think of revising as the big stuff, making sure the citations are in APA format, making sure that the author's credentials are in the annotation, things like that. This is the smaller stuff, the kind of grammar, punctuation, and tone of your project. So you can pick one of 3 activities for this, and I want you to pick one that you think will most benefit you. So the first one is a grammar exercise where you'll take a diagnostic pretest in Writer's Help 2.0. Remember, that book is a widget on the homepage on the right-hand side. You'll look at your diagnostic and select 2 or 3 topics that maybe either you need help improving or that you're already doing really well, and then work on those 2 to 3 topics in your project. You're going to use the commenting feature in Google Docs to highlight the areas you revised and tell me what you focused on. You're going to submit the URL and a reflection of this to the assignment folder. And so if you do that, that's the grammar one. If you want to work on your style or your tone, I have a couple of readings here, concision or concise writing, confusing shifts, which can kind of throw off a reader, and prepositions and prepositional phrases, which are very movable parts of our language. We can put them at the end of things, at the beginning of things, we can move them around, and it can really help with clarity. So if you want to work on your style and your tone or the clarity of your expression, this might be a good place for you to work. Conversely, if you're feeling brave, the paramedic method is really fun and it's very insightful. I've always been amazed every time I apply the paramedic method to my own work, how much I can actually make it better. So this is the paramedic method is a lesson in clarity. So kind of like style and tone, but it looks for specific things. So if you're feeling brave, try this. There are a couple of readings to skim, and you're going to select 2 of your longest paragraphs and complete a paramedic method analysis and revision in a Google Doc. So you'll have your before and after. So if that sounds interesting to you, do that one. All of them are going to be done in Google Docs, so you can submit the URL and a reflection. So once you've done that and you've also addressed all of your peers' comments in your annotated bibliography, you're going to put together a polished version as an uploaded document, not just to the Google Drive. So this is where you're going to submit your final clean, ready to go draft to me in D2L. That way I can comment on it and leave my own feedback for you. So make sure that everything looks perfect, as perfect as possible anyway, before you submit your copy. Then you're going to do some archiving and reflecting, and this is basically just starting to build your portfolio, which we will be fleshing out throughout the rest of the course. So I want to show you a little bit about this because it's the first time I've used the program that we're using, which is called Digication, and it's been purchased by the U of A, so we have access to it for free. And so I want to walk you through exactly what I'm asking you to do here. So basically, I want you to first review the goals that you yourself established in the homework 3 in our first due date. I asked you to think about some personal goals for the course. And then this links to our textbook, the course goals in the student's guide. And those are rhetorical awareness, so being aware of the purpose, the audience, the context, who you're writing for and why. Critical thinking and composing, that's synthesizing, research, putting ideas together. Conventions, that's learning APA format, that's learning spacing and punctuation guidelines. It's learning, to use certain types of sentences over others. And then reflection and revision is how well have you reflected along the way, thought about your learning, and revised your work. So you're going to create a template for your portfolio today. So you're going to go to the content section of our course and then course materials and then click on Digication. That is going to look like this when you click on it. So course materials, Digication. You'll probably see something like this. You'll click on the plus sign. You may have to log in with your NetID, I'm not sure. But it should take you to an archive portfolio template. So if you click on that and click use this template, you can make your new ePortfolio based on that template. And so if we go back to the instructions, there's going to be some instructions in the archiving and reflecting project 1 page of the template you selected in the previous project. So I believe if we click on this and go to preview, here are, okay, this is where I put them. Here are the instructions. So there's step 1, step 2, and then step 3 and 4. So what you're going to do is go through these steps in your own new portfolio that you've titled for yourself. And you're going to be working on the design and style of it. You know, this is the template, so you can change all of this. You're going to be doing some writing activities, and you're going to be collecting some of the work that you've done along the way. So once you do that, you're going to publish your page so that it's a draft, but that it's something I can see. And then I'll make sure you've adjusted your settings so I can see it. And then you're going to submit to the course by copying and pasting your portfolio into the assignment folder. And the portfolio name will pop up here along the top bar. You can also look at it in your own settings. And then lastly, you're going to comment on project 2. That is going to be the next project that we have coming up. And you're going to go over to the Google Drive where we have all of our assignment sheets and comment on it in 2 ways. You're going to ask questions, this first. So I want to know what's on your mind when you read the document. And then you're going to leave connections, and that's going to help us connect the assignment to what we're reading here. Rhetorical situation, visual analysis, and using evidence to make arguments. And then the third thing you're going to do, so this is, the questions and connections are in the body of the assignment sheet, and then I also want you to comment on the rubric. But that's it for today. I know it's a lot, but it is the last due date in this module, so I know you guys can push through and get it done. Again, I'm here today and tomorrow if you need any help, or if you have any trouble with Digication, send me an email. Good luck!